It was a picture-perfect weekend from SPIRE Institute in Geneva, Ohio for the 2021 Big East Outdoor Track and Field Championships. Matt Schumacher, Gabriella Cruz wrapping things up for you this weekend. I don't think we could have had a better weekend in the reintroduction to outdoor track and field.
And UConn's reintroduction to the Big East, definitely an awesome weekend for them. Here's the women's 4x1. We have St. John's. Leah Anderson, she was on fire today. 6 events for her over the course of this weekend, and here she is finishing strong for St. John's in the 4x1.
6 events, 3 gold medals for Leah Anderson, and she was the outstanding high point performer of the meet. Then in the men's 4x1, it was a surprise finish for Georgetown at the very end, dipping DePaul's Adam Nelson, who won the 100-meter crown back in 2019. Hoyas come away with the gold. Then in the women's 1,500 meters, look at this move from Anna Hellwig. You were so impressed with her race tactics.
She really made a move early and hung on and gutted it out right at the end there. Perfectly executed.
Then on the men's side, it was Robert Brand of Georgetown making a big-time move here. Look at this, just sliding through. But then it was Jack Salisbury, also of Georgetown, his training partner, sliding in and finishing first in the men's 1,500 meters. In the women's 100-meter hurdles, this was a spectacular race. Jada Thomas was the defending 60-meter hurdle indoor champion, but Nikki Ezzie of Butler behind after the start, making a push midway through the race.
Had such a big day, especially with Livingston on her hip like that. She was super excited about this title.
Her very first. Her first individual title in the hurdles. Similarly, in the men's race, it was Terrell Williams, the freshman from Connecticut, coming from behind midway through the race and then pulling away from the 110 champion in 2019, Ashton Kalair.
Just one of many freshmen we saw collect some hardware.
A lot of youthful stars in this conference that will be competing for years to come. A veteran, though, who made her mark again this year, Leah Anderson, won her 3rd straight conference championship in the women's 400.
Absolutely crushing it. And she had to work. Not one of these races was she just clearly ahead, with it all in her hands. She had to work in the 4.
With Noah Woodard out for Connecticut, his teammate and training partner Saphir Scott picked up the slack and went ahead and won the title for the UConn Huskies in the men's 400-meter dash. Back to the track in the short sprints. Speaking of freshmen, Tori Carroll, the DePaul freshman, pulling away from the rest of the field, including Trudy Ann Williamson, who is the 2019 champ, to win her first crown in a DePaul uniform. The theme continues. Youthful stars, freshmen. How about this one in the middle of your screen? Joey O'Brien, the Connecticut freshman, running 10:39 to take the 100-meter crown.
Unbelievable. He told us the secret. You just got to relax, watch some video games, get your recovery in.
And do your homework. Don't forget about that. Men's 800 featured a really fun race. There were 5 guys in this race ranked in the top 100 in the country, Matthew Pamps being 10th. But it was actually Sean Dolan of Villanova, the freshman, upsetting the field and storming down the home straight for a gold medal in the 800. In the women's hurdles, Danielle Burns staved off the competition after finishing 2nd place in so many previous events to win her first gold in the 400 hurdles.
You got to feel for her digging here at the end. First title, way to go.
Danielle Burns, she said she'd waited for this moment for quite
she
some
said, I've
time.
gotten second so many times.
In the men's 400-meter hurdles, another really fun battle. The 2019 reigning champ, Keegan Hughes, was involved. Tom Pitkin of Butler, who's run 51 flat. But ultimately, it was Wellington Ventura of UConn winning the Big East Championship in the 400 hurdles. Both of those men will be headed to the East Regional. In the 200, for the women, Leah Anderson, again.
She's back. And again, here we are watching her battle. She really had to work to keep this win.
She had Chanel Coleman and Leah and Kirsten Walker, to fight off. Then again, it was Joey O'Brien, who was the most outstanding track performer this year as a outdoor freshman in terms of eligibility, he ran 20.97 in the 200. And he took a little victory lap, holding up the two golds for him. Then in the 5,000 meter, Lydia Olivier, coming back from her 3K steeple championship last night. She does 2 golds this weekend. Then in the men's 5,000 meter, another very close race. Ewan Makepeace trying to make some action happen on the backstretch, but ultimately it was Robert Brandt of Georgetown hoisting the gold medal. In the women's 4x8, Georgetown ran away from the competition to win another gold. They won it last year, and they do it again here in 2021.
A strong finish from Georgetown, but the men's 800... Oh, we already have that. Okay, here we go with the men's 4x8.
Men's 4x8 was also really exciting.
This was different. This was a battle.
Villanova's Sean Dolan holding off Jack Salisbury from Georgetown. He tried to make a couple of moves. Villanova wins the 4x8. Then in the 4x4, how about this? McKenna Keegan, and Leah Anderson. What a battle down the home stretch. And ultimately, it was McKenna Keegan and Villanova taking the crown in the 4x4.
What a show.
Then in the men's 4x4, DePaul coming up from 3rd position, passing Villanova and ultimately Butler down the home straight to win the title in the men's 4x4. Women's team title, it was Villanova again, back-to-back champions outdoors. Danielle Burns hoisting the trophy after her 400-meter hurdle championship, and the men for UConn. They said they wanted to do it since July of last year, knowing there would be an outdoor championship, and you see what it means to the Huskies.
Oh, the reactions are great here. We could hear them, too. They were loud.
UConn's foray back into the Big East Conference. They win in their first year back after winning in their last year in the conference in 2013. Thank you so much for joining us all weekend long in Geneva. For Rush Media and our entire crew, along with Gabriella Cruz, I'm Matt Schumacher saying so long from SPIRE Institute.